do my video Casey style with my sunglasses on, mainly because I can't be bothered to do my makeup. So this week I have been fairly busy, so unfortunately you are just going to look at my face for 2 minutes talking at a screen. I did what I said I was going to do, and I had my Foley recording session for my short film. It went well, thank God. We got everything that we wanted, and I was meant to be editing that this weekend. However, I managed to land my first job in the film industry outside of doing student productions. So I actually managed to get a position on a short 3-day shoot working as a camera trainee for a short film. I literally learned so much on this one shoot. I have had a crazy few days. I was working 13-hour shifts at a rough estimate sort of thing. I was lifting lots of heavy equipment. So I have got a pulled muscle in my hip and a bit of an unhappy ankle, just simply because it was such a physically demanding job, as any job is really in the film industry, and apparently my body is not that used to it at the moment. So I've got a lot of conditioning to do, but after the shoot I seem to have, it's not much, but you know, I have like no muscle, and I'm just starting to sort of develop some muscles, and I suspect that I'll get used to it. I literally learned how to set up like a video village, so when the directors and script editors and everybody else are all, you know, staring at this big monitor watching the screen, somebody needs to set that up. I was doing that. The people that I was working with were so nice and so patient with me, and they taught me everything they could whilst on the job. Most of the time I was running about after equipment, which is completely fine by me because I got to know the equipment, so things that I was unsure about or things that I have never encountered before. By the end of it, I knew what they were, I knew what their purpose was on the film set and how to use it. I even got to change over some lenses. I was lucky enough to encounter Zeiss primes, even got to do a cheeky bit of focus pulling for a couple of the shots, which took me by surprise. That's certainly not something that comes about every day, especially on larger productions. The camera trainee is pretty much like almost like a runner for the camera department. So you're going to be charging all the batteries and you're going to be fulfilling any needs of the camera department. Got to touch the camera. We were working with the Arri and Mira, and we were working with Super 16 film, which is really exciting. I am on a digital film production course, but there's a certain je ne sais quoi about film reel itself and getting to see it being loaded into the mags, and you know, being sorted out and put in its tins for digitalizing was just something which I was very lucky to experience at this level of my career, and I just can only hope that it leads to future experiences like this. I break up in like 2 weeks, so I have 2 weeks to get my shit together and get all my deadline work done. So I'm slowing down on the work a little bit. I have today off, and then tomorrow I have got to rejig my body clock because I have got some night shoots, 2 in a row, working at a graveyard with some pretty big lights. I've been sparking a lot recently, and I'm getting to know lighting and, you know, how to use it creatively. Yeah, it's really fun stuff where to think, you know, what I was like at the start of my university term to what I'm doing now. I never would have thought that I'd be doing these sort of things so soon, and I think that that's the great thing, is that I'm being pushed really hard and I'm pushing myself really hard, and yeah, I mean, finalizing my year, I couldn't have really hoped for things to be going better. Reviewing myself now, my goal at the moment, my top like biggest dream at the moment will be to get somewhere in my life, to get to a point in my life where I'm watching a film at the cinema and my name scrolls up for that split second in those credits. So yeah, if you like listening to me gabble on about what I've done on set, then subscribe, because that's what I'm probably going to be doing next week. Until then, have a good week. My glasses, they are not as cool as Casey's.